What's going on, guys? How you doing, man? Welcome to episode 2 of Safe to Say. And again, I want to thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it 1,000. The groove right now, I really got it set where what I want to do and what I want to say, more or less, and how I want the episodes to kind of run. So this is the start of episode 2, and let's get it. I wrote some stuff down, right, for this particular one, which is a smart thing to do. And I'm just trying to show you the ins and outs of this. I ended up changing my lighting from a white light to an orange light to ease the pressure of my eyes, right? And I got the blunt ready. Got the room ready, and we are ready to start, right? For the most part, and it's an open dialogue, open conversation, man. I want you guys to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. But again, an open dialogue. So if you guys feel like I'm wrong for any reason, don't forget to comment and let me know, and then next time I could address you. Also giving out shout outs, man. Anybody want to comment, shout out, I'm gonna shout you out in the next video. Just a work in progress, you know. I pinched it. So, the topic today, and the title of the video is "Follow Your Boy," right? And the main goal of this was pretty much to talk about when is it the right time to follow somebody, right? We live in a world with followers, right? Because we've been following people for a decade now, right, through Instagram. So you must follow to kind of see the person in front of you and see what they're doing, right? So you obviously got to follow, but when should you follow and when shouldn't you, right? So the biggest issue is, like, a lot of people feel like they too good for the next person or they don't like them, right? So, like, let's say somebody don't like me, right? They're gonna watch my page, but they're not gonna follow, they're not gonna subscribe, right? Which is error number 1. How can I even know that you mess with my music or mess with my podcast or mess with anything that I'm doing if you're not around, if you're just lurking from the background? So that's problem number 1. Going down into Instagram or going down into YouTube, right? Like me, I'm a little different personally. If I like somebody, like I like a lot of comedians, right? So I got a few comedians on my page, and then I got a couple of political people that I want to see, obviously, what's going on every now and again in New York City. But I do unfollow them sporadically, just because I'm tired of seeing certain political stuff sometimes. But again, I don't need you particularly, but I do need you, whoever is a fan of mine or whoever is supporting something that I'm doing. I definitely need you guys to subscribe, to support, to share, right? Because that's crucial to the business of what we're in right now, right? So is it considered like being on somebody's shit if you got to follow them, you know what I mean, and they're not following you? To a certain degree, right? Like, I feel like if you're an artist, right, let's say like Cardi B, Offset, somebody like that, right, and you guys are commenting on their page expecting them to answer, you know what I mean, that's kind of like you're a follower, you know what I mean? You're just a sheep. You're just following the trends, or you're trying to see what these people are doing, but these people are not anything like you. So why not go after the people that are like you and try to better them up so that you could kind of build a platform for yourself? I'm big on support, you know, but and I'm also big on respect. But if you don't respect me, I won't respect you, right? If you don't support me, I won't support you. That's pretty much how it goes on my end. Everybody's different, obviously, but that's what the whole open dialogue was for. So I felt like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't want to follow because they're scared that you might make it out before them. Or you might, like, a lot of people don't want to subscribe to this channel because they're like, yo, why would I help him make money? I could do this myself. I could do my own channel, you know, which is cool. And believe it or not, you're burning a bridge before it even gets there, right? So, like, if you tell me you're doing a podcast, I'm going to be like, yo, bro, send it. Like, let's do a collab one day and I'm going to subscribe to yours. But more than likely, we won't even get to that conversation because you don't want to follow me. Problem number one, right? Now, my thing with following people with high caliber, a lot of them are not even running those accounts. So you're literally there just to receive the information that they want to give you, or the product that they want to sell you, and then you guys see it, you guys go buy it, and you find nothing wrong with that. But when it's somebody local or close to you, you tend to back away and not be that person that wants to be the game changer, more or less, right? So yeah, that was that. And then you go into there's another question too. When do you follow or unfollow certain females or certain males that are on your page already? And this was big. So, like, me personally, I do my best not to communicate, and not necessarily communicate, but be intertwined with a friend of mine's female, for whatever reason, right? Just because I don't want to see her in a different light. I feel like her personal stuff is her personal stuff, and I don't want to get caught up. Not necessarily caught up, because I'm a different type of guy. But if you don't put yourself out there, it can't even happen, right? So it's like my friend can't even be like, yo, bro, you liking too much of my girl's pictures, or you seeing so much of her stuff, or whatever the case may be. He can't even say that because, bro, I'm not even following her. And if her page is public, I still wouldn't know because I'm not following her. You know? So that's the way to get out of certain situations, right? I feel like a lot of people follow just to watch a lifestyle that they don't have, right? And then you have some people that are genuinely following because this is like entertainment for them. You know, they want to see what's going on in your life and everybody else's life, and then not necessarily not criticize or follow it, but necessarily just to see what's going on in the world. And it's even like on the Instagram for Safe to Say, like I had a lot of people recently just add me. Cool, I appreciate it, and I expect that to happen. So with that being a public page and all, what I said was I was gonna just follow everybody that's following me, just to show the love, right? And then I started to realize that certain people's page that was private, they never accepted my requests. So what does that tell me? That tells me that they don't want me to see their lifestyle, which is okay, right? But I'll be dumb if I keep on pressing that follow button. Follow. Waiting for this girl or this guy to finally accept me when the only thing I'm doing is giving them more content to talk about me. You know what I mean? Like, more reasons to say, hey, this guy is this or this guy is that, or he's, you know, on me. You know? So that's just my background of it, and how I kind of move when it comes to following and unfollowing. But the main purpose for this was, you know, follow your boys. So it's like I have a lot more to talk about, and I just want to dissect each episode and get into the nitty gritty of what exactly the title is, right? It could be long, it could be short, but it's just an open dialogue, obviously, to give you guys information. And please tell me if I'm saying something wrong. But follow your boy. You feel me? Like, I need y'all to subscribe, right? The thing with YouTube is like, so I'm not even eligible for any type of payment until after you get 1,000 subscribers, right? That's the eligibility. But then even after the 1,000 subscribers, guys, because you gotta just relax on it, right? I have to also get 4,000 watch hours, right? So that means that my 1,000 subscribers also have to be engaged. So you think that by clicking the subscribe button is gonna change my life dramatically? It's not. No, I need you to actually engage, actually follow your boy. You feel me? And when that happens, I still won't get a check for another year. You know? That's the amazing part of it all. Like, obviously, if I blow up, or this one of these clips blow up and it does 1 million, then of course you can get paid. But you have to be there. You have to be at the 1,000. You have to have the 4,000 in order to get paid. If not, that million, nothing happens. It just stays within YouTube. You know, nobody actually gets paid from it, or I don't, but YouTube does. Right? So, all right, being yourself. So that was just a topic I had to put up, because the problem with this is I want to tell you guys everything about me. I would love to continue talking and giving you gems and facts, because everything in this head, honestly, is just facts, bro. You know, it's straight information. I don't even think I learned a lot of stupid stuff in this world, you know. Everything in my head is literally knowledge. Every time I talk, it's not necessarily a game. I don't play around. I don't like to play around. There is a time and a place for everything, you know. So being myself is everything you see in front of you, you know. But obviously, with this world that we're in, I have to now figure out a way to kind of show you guys that without doing an hour special. And then not only that, within the hour, I can say a bunch of things that are wrong, right? I should have closed the window, but it's okay, man. It gives you the real right. Brooklyn, New York. We in New York City, man. This is how it is. It's nothing quiet. We're not in a dungeon. We don't have a secluded land, you know, where you don't hear no noise. You know, there's noise. There's people. We out here. We outside, right? Even though we inside, we outside. So again, be yourself. That's always been my goal, to try to kind of create my own lane, be myself, and enjoy my time throughout everything that I do. So the fact of this, I actually enjoyed this. This is why I'm doing it. It's not because I found out a way to make money. Nah, it's not that. You know, like I went to Wallow. Look, I'll show you. That's how true it is. But I went to Wallow, man. Look, the PodCon, you know. I really wrote stuff in here, you know. It's like, this is the bank, but you know, this is the one I was writing stuff when I went. I really went, and that was over 3 months ago. And Wallow was on some like, yo, start now, start when you leave here, you know, just start. And I had a plan. I'm not like those guys, just start, just do things, you know. I got a plan. I need a schedule. So here's the schedule. Here's this time. But again, the biggest thing about this was just like, when should you follow? When shouldn't you follow? And obviously, we got to understand that, like, I feel like social media was meant for people like you and me to kind of branch out and show people something that they can't see on TV. You going to search Elvis, right? You're going to search Billy Joel, stuff like that, like on Instagram, and then having the people that's running their accounts kind of put up information and make you stay intrigued with their music, with their stuff. I feel like that is kind of like a waste, because they're pretty much brainwashing you to keep on going that way. Just like the Beyonce thing, just like the Cardi gang thing, the Beehive thing, you know, that is all pushing you to be one direction, right? And I'm far from that. So when I see a lot of stuff like that, I drift away from it, right? So again, be yourself, but also follow your boy, man. We need that. So this is kind of what this whole episode was about. I wanted to explain how the people on behind the camera is just as important as the person in front of the camera. And the people behind the camera, we're talking about the ones that are watching right now, people like yourself. All right. You're just as important as the person in front, right? Yeah, obviously I got to do the work here right now to kind of get this done. But then once it's done, who has to do the work to actually watch it? You. So we're gonna keep on just spitting gems and having little talks like this. I don't want to keep on going off the rail, but in general, we're gonna get it done. So again, be yourself. Know when to follow. Oh, this was my biggest thing. So I always said this to the young boys when I used to coach basketball and stuff like that, and I said, a good leader knows when to follow. I know you guys heard this saying before. It's an amazing quote, and it's so true. Or like another one, chiefs and Indians, right? So everybody wants to be a chief. Nobody wants to be an Indian. In reality, there's one chief, right? Everybody else should be Indians. Now, I explain this too, right? I'm definitely a chief, right? But I know when to be an Indian. I could go into anybody else's tribe and be a working Indian, if that makes sense to you guys, right? So I know how to control, like I said, I know how to do the boss's job. But the boss tells me, hey, I don't want you to do that job. I want you to do something easier, just this job. If I'm so smart and I'm as smart as the boss, I should be able to fulfill this job 3 times better than what the boss would have did, because he's thinking about so much other things, right? But in reality, even though I do that job so much better, we grow together. Me and the boss succeed. The boss succeeds obviously because of my work. I succeed because he allowed me to do that work, if that makes sense. He was the chief. I'm the Indian, but I'm also a chief within my own realm. He allowed me to be a chief in my own realm. He gave me a job. I completed it. I had success, right? But I was still an Indian. So with that being said, like, learn. Everybody should be chiefs. I feel like everybody's a boss. Everybody knows what they're doing, right? But in order to get to the top, or not even to the top, but just have a successful lifestyle, you have to bring on Indians that could help you, and you have to also know when you're supposed to be the Indian. You're supposed to know when you got a chief in the room, right? Like, let's say a star walks in right now. Even though I'm the chief in this lab, I'm not gonna sun him. I'm not gonna be like, yo, sit down and this is my house. That's stupid. That's only gonna deter. It's gonna put 2 chiefs together, 2 alphas, right? Alpha. That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna make us butt heads. We're not gonna like each other, and then what we're gonna do? We're gonna split apart. We're gonna still be enemies, as opposed to both of us coming in, one of us being like, hey, listen, I'm chief, right? And I'm gonna be like, yo, you heard? I'm chief too, but today I'm willing to follow your lead. And he's like, yo, hey, listen, I appreciate that. All we gotta do is this. And we both leave out of this house or this building or this, whatever, successful. Where are we wrong at? We're not wrong. There's no wrong in that. So learn how to be an Indian, y'all. Learn how to be a chief, right? But also know when to be an Indian and when to be a chief. So like I said, that could go into a lot more metaphors and stuff like that, but I just wanted to pretty much elaborate on that. We're all chiefs in this world, but everybody's supposed to be an Indian at some point or another. And hopefully you know when to be that chief and that Indian. Right now I need you to be the Indians and hold me down, but I know you guys are your own chiefs in your own realm. Thank you for watching, right? Safe to say. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much, guys. Take care. I forgot to tell y'all, man, since my Knicks is doing so good, y'all, I had to throw it up. You heard 2-0 against Philly. Real quick, Knicks tape, baby. We back. Let's get it.